My name is Lisa, and I'm a working housewife employed at a certain company. I live with my husband, Kip, and my mother-in-law in our family home, but
Lisa, what's taking so long with dinner? How much time do you need to make it?
I'm sorry, I just got back from work.
Stop making excuses, you're the wife. Can't you make a meal quickly?
Yes, sorry, I'm not very efficient.
What kind of attitude is that? Stop talking and start moving your hands.
I am trying to. If you helped, mother-in-law, we could eat sooner.
Don't expect mom to do housework. It's your job, so you should do it.
I know. Besides, even if I ask, you don't help.
Huh? I didn't hear you. My hearing is not what it used to be.
Dinner will be ready soon. Please wait a little longer.
Yeah, so loud I can hear you just fine.
Can't you even understand sarcasm? Just be quiet and hurry up with the cooking.
Yes, I get it. Both my husband and I work, but even though my mother-in-law doesn't work, I was the only one responsible for the household chores. Despite this, Kip and my mother-in-law often complained about trivial things, which made me feel fed up. Then, one day,
I'm home. How's everyone doing?
Oh, Isabeau, what a surprise visit. Is something wrong?
My husband has gone abroad for work, so I'm free and thought I'd stay over tonight.
Well, that will make things lively. Come in.
Haha, it's been a while since the whole family was together.
Sister-in-law, you're staying over?
What? What's with that tone? Do you have a problem with it?
No, it's not that, but suddenly, my sister-in-law Isabeau arrived and decided to stay at our house because her husband was away on a work assignment. It would have been fine if it was just for one night, but then she started coming over frequently.
Hey, do you always do the housework like this? You totally ignore the dust on top of the shelves. I can't believe it.
I just cleaned the shelves recently.
But this is your husband's family home, right? Why do you do such a half-hearted job?
It's not half-hearted. I think it's sufficient without overdoing it.
No, it's not up to you to decide that, right? I'm surprised you live like this. Maybe you should redo your bride training?
Sorry. As things progressed, I began to be criticized even for how I handled things at home, and I was mentally and physically exhausted. Then, one day when I returned from work, I'm back.
Oh, who are you, may I ask?
What do you mean, who am I?
Hey, don't just barge into someone's house like that. Are you a thief?
No, I'm not a thief.
Well, if you're not a thief, then who exactly are you?
Maybe a burglar? Too bad, people are home. Better give up and leave.
This is terrible.
Oh, wait a moment.
Haha, breaking and entering, huh?
Isabeau and my mother-in-law were laughing and joking, not treating me like a family member. Shocked by this, I went to my room to find. What's going on? My belongings are gone.
Ha. You're so panicked.
Uh-huh. You're making a face I've never seen before.
Sister-in-law, mother-in-law. What's happening here? Why are all my belongings gone, even my furniture?
Why? Well, because we disposed of them, of course.
We got rid of everything from your clothes to your furniture.
What? Why would you do such a thing?
Oops, sorry, we thought they were trash.
But getting rid of all of it was quite a hassle.
Trash? That's not possible.
Because you're annoying and it's irritating having you around.
Right? This is our home, after all. It's unsettling having someone with no blood relation around. We can't relax, so we thought it'd be better if you left.
You want me to leave? Are you serious?
Of course. Acting so entitled when you're being supported by Kip.
You're the wife. You should be doing household chores perfectly.
Being supported, you're misunderstanding something.
Oh, do you have a problem with that?
You don't belong here anymore, so leave quickly.
After having my belongings thrown away and being verbally abused by Isabeau and my mother-in-law, I was incredibly angry. Reaching my limit, I completed the necessary procedures and left the family home as they wished. A few months later, Kip, Isabeau, and my mother-in-law unexpectedly showed up at my workplace, so I reluctantly agreed to talk in a private room at a cafe. Really, what's this all about? Showing up at my workplace is such a nuisance.
We don't know your new address, so we had no choice. More importantly, what have you done?
What do you mean?
Don't play dumb. The electricity, gas, and water have been cut off.
How could you just cut them off like that? I can't believe it.
I didn't cut them off. Probably, they were shut off because the bills weren't paid.
Don't lie. That's not possible.
Kip was originally paying them, right? Nothing has changed, so there's no way they'd be cut off.
Exactly. It should have been automatically deducted from my account. But it's been cut off, so you must have done something.
Kip, what are you talking about? You should know the truth.
Ha! The truth? I don't understand what you mean.
What do you mean? There's no truth in utility bills.
Hey, explain it so we can understand.
Well, if Kip is going to act like that, fine. I was the one paying for all the utility bills until now. So, if they've been cut off, it means Kip hasn't been paying them.
What? You've been paying them all this time.
But still, they got cut off. Wait, utility bills aren't that much, are they?
Isabeau and my mother-in-law, perplexed by the truth I revealed, looked at Kip for an explanation. Kip, with a strained face, said,
Wait, that's just impossible. I've always been paying the utility bills, and besides, I have enough savings for that. Lisa is just spouting nonsense.
Yes, that's right. Oh, yes. We almost got fooled by her.
Talking as if Kip can't even pay the utility bills, like he's a good-for-nothing. Aren't you ashamed to say such things?
No, really, I was the one paying them. Since it's come to this, I might as well say it, I earn twice as much as Kip.
Ha, there's the lie. Doubt. There's no way a woman like you earns that much.
Exactly. Kip is successful and earns a lot. I've seen his bank book.
To say you earn twice that amount, you must think you're someone important.
Maybe that was my bank book? Besides utility bills, there were also deductions for the house loan, I believe.
Loan? You still won't admit to your lie.
There's no way you were paying for a loan too.
It's not a lie. I just kept quiet because Kip told me to.
Don't lie. I was the one paying for everything, right?
Then why do you think the electricity and everything else was cut off?
That's because you arranged for them to be stopped.
No. Why don't you call to restore them now? They'll tell you why it was stopped, right?
Of course I called. That's why I came to complain to you.
Mother-in-law, sister-in-law, did you hear Kip's call?
What? Are you saying Kip is lying? You insolent woman.
But if she hasn't slipped up even after all this.
Isabeau, how can you say such a thing? Kip, call them again right now.
Ha! No, I've checked once, that's enough. Calling again would just bother them. Besides, I don't need to do that, I've heard clearly with my own ears.
Doubt. I didn't do anything like stopping it out of spite. I changed all the billing to Kip, so it must not have been deducted due to insufficient funds. Since it hasn't been deducted until now, maybe you couldn't manage it properly? When I said that, Kip opened and closed his mouth as if trying to find a retort. Seeing Kip like this, Isabeau and my mother-in-law reacted.
Kip, your reaction. Could it be that what Lisa is saying is true?
Have you been lying to us all this time?
Yeah, that's right. I've been lying all along. A loan? Utility bills? As if I could pay for that. With my earnings, if I pay for that stuff, I wouldn't be able to afford food.
What? Kip, why have you kept quiet about this until now?
How could I tell such a pathetic story to my parents?
Then you should just earn enough so you wouldn't need to tell us.
If I could do that, I would have done it a long time ago. With my abilities, I can't earn anywhere near what Lisa does, no matter what. Why do I have to expose all this? It's all Lisa's fault this happened. Take responsibility.
What responsibility? Don't blame others, that's just irresponsible.
Irresponsible? That's you. You deceived us, made your husband arrogant, and laughed behind our backs.
Kip is just a victim manipulated by this wicked woman. Lisa, it's all your fault alone.
As I was at a loss for words facing the three people who were speaking ill of me with absurd reasoning, someone arrived.
Everyone, please calm down. This is a public place.
Oh, what a handsome man. I like him. What's your name?
That's Noah, he's a highly skilled lawyer.
Noah, you said, huh? A lawyer.
Why is a lawyer here?
Mr. Noah? Are you sure you're in the right room?
No, I'm not mistaken. Lisa asked me to come here just now.
What? Wait, asked for what?
I'm considering suing you for damages. Also, I'm planning to file a police report for the belongings you threw away.
A police report? What are you talking about?
That's too much. Going to the police for something like this is an overreaction.
Overreaction, you say? Do you really think so?
Of course. It's just a little family squabble.
Yeah, the police don't get involved in family matters. It's an overreaction.
Indeed, the police cannot intervene in minor family disputes. However, Lisa had to replace everything that was thrown away. And throwing away someone else's belongings constitutes criminal damage. It's not an overreaction.
Wait. This criminal damage thing has nothing to do with me. I didn't do anything. Asking for damages is wrong.
Your doing nothing is the problem. This happened because of you. You will take responsibility.
What's that? What's wrong with doing nothing?
Ignoring Lisa's plight, even encouraging it, has hurt her deeply. That's enough grounds for a claim for damages.
Lisa, I was wrong. Please, forgive me.
I was wrong too. Please, don't file a police report.
I'm sorry too. If this becomes a big deal, I don't know what my husband will say.
I'm sorry, but I have no intention of accepting your apologies. Please fulfill your responsibilities according to the law. As Kip, Isabeau, and my mother-in-law suddenly changed their attitude and began begging for my forgiveness, I firmly said no, and then,
Please, I'm begging you. What am I supposed to do if you ask for damages? I can't stop gambling, and I have debts.
yes, that's why I ended up paying, but that's your problem, so you deal with it.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by debts and paying money? How are we going to live from now on?
Well, normally, all three of you would have to work and gradually pay off the debt.
Work? You expect someone my age to work?
I didn't say you have to, but if you don't work, you won't survive.
That's like being forced to work. I've never really worked before at my age. I can't start working now.
I've heard it's good to take on new challenges.
I don't want to take on such challenges.
What if Mom gets hurt doing that? You're heartless.
That's harsh. I was just trying to be encouraging.
You see, we're hopeless. We can't live without someone like you helping us. So please, let's pretend this never happened. I won't do anything more.
I have no intention of doing that. I worked hard at my job and household chores, and instead of being appreciated, I was complained about. How can I forgive people who only think of themselves?
Take this as an opportunity to reflect on yourselves.
But I'm apologizing, aren't I? There's no need to be so stubborn.
Yes, forgiving us would raise your standing as a daughter-in-law.
You're not getting a divorce, right? So it's better not to create more discord.
If we divorce, my savings would be taken away. Besides, I have no legal obligation to support my in-laws, and neither do you with your income. Since we're already living separately, there's no benefit in getting divorced.
Well, that's true when you put it that way.
You mean to say it's okay for Kip to find someone new?
In that case, it would be considered infidelity, so you could just claim damages again.
What? So there's nothing I can do?
That's not true. Everyone can work hard. Work, do household chores, and stay healthy. I think that's very good.
If you can't work, your livelihood will collapse.
Continue working. That's ridiculous.
What should I say to my husband?
I was happy until yesterday. How did it come to this?
Following these events, Kip, Isabeau, and my mother-in-law left the cafe enveloped in a heavy atmosphere. With Noah's assistance, I filed for damages against Kip. Isabeau and my mother-in-law were ordered to pay fines for criminal damage. During this process, Isabeau's husband discovered a court envelope, leading to their divorce after he learned about the incident. Kip and my mother-in-law had to sell the family home and move into a cheaper apartment, where the three of them started living together. Unable to support themselves on Kip's income alone, Isabeau and my mother-in-law reluctantly began working. However, their salaries were low, and no matter how much they worked, they could only afford a modest lifestyle. Thus, the three of them ended up in a situation where they couldn't even afford to go to the hospital if injured, working every day with constant stomach aches. As for me, thank you for everything the other day.
Not at all. I should be thanking you. How has life been since then?
I can focus on work without being burdened by household chores. Thanks to you, I'm living a more relaxed life.
Haha, that's great. If you have any more problems, feel free to consult me. No matter how small the issue, I'll be glad to help.
Thank you. Since then, I've been leading a life focused solely on my work. With a significant reduction in household chores, I thought about starting a hobby. But before I knew it, I found myself studying for work. I was originally passionate about my industry, but I never imagined I'd become this deeply immersed in it. Being single, I even went so far as to set up a dedicated office space at home. Grateful for the opportunity to devote my full energy to something I love, I am determined to continue working hard. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel for more great content. Just click on the subscribe button below, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. See you in the next one.